because I do want the money. I just want to be very clear on the record. I want the Qatari money, okay?
What's your take on Candace Owens?
Monster. If I see the I'll knock her the out.
In today's video, we're going to talk about Roseanne Barr and Candace Owens and their open feud. Is it all staged? Is it all planned? Is it just moral outrage? You decide. Leave a comment down below. And also, one question. Why do we never see Democrats? Why do we never see liberals openly fighting amongst each other? The Democrat Party is so good at sticking together. They're all wrong, but they still stick together. It's that hive mind thinking that we've all grown accustomed to. Republicans and conservatives continue to tear each other apart. And in today's video, I'm going to show you the latest episode of Let's Destroy Our Own between Candace Owens and Roseanne Barr.
What's your take on Candace Owens?
Monster. If I see the I'll knock her the out. She's an Islamist. Everything she says is straight out of it. It obviously comes down to this. She's taking the Qatari money. Hello. There's nothing else.
Where do you think this came from? Because she obviously used to be...
She's getting paid by, so she was doing that number. But I think when she got fired for being a jerk on every level and from medieval times with her blood libel bullshit and all that stuff.
Crazy. Wow. Funded by Qatar. I learned so much about myself on the internet, and this one really deeply upsets me because I do want the money. I just want to be very clear on the record. I want the Qatari money, okay?
She wants the Qatari money. Candace Owens used to work for the Daily Wire. Today's video is sponsored by Block Trust IRA. The crypto revolution is here. President Trump has vowed to make America the crypto capital of the world. Don't miss out on the most significant wealth transfer happening right now. Go to veteranbikerscrypto.com. It provides the safest and most secure way to protect your retirement accounts with world-class proven strategies. Backed by AI-driven technology, veteranbikerscrypto.com has delivered 650% returns to everyday Americans over the past 4 years. Don't let the financial elites keep you from your share, whether through an IRA or a direct cash investment. Block Trust IRA has partnered with me. They offer a secure path to capitalize on the crypto revolution. Visit veteranbikerscrypto.com today to learn more. That's veteranbikercrypto.com. Used to work for the Daily Wire with Ben Shapiro. They had an open fallout. It was very, very messy. Other people have since left the Daily Wire, up to and including their CEO, Jeremy Boring. Their dispute, their argument was very public, and it went south quick, and it went into this anti-Semitism level. I myself used to follow Candace Owens. Used to watch her channel whenever she was on the Daily Wire. I used to like the Daily Wire. I don't watch them anymore. After Ben Shapiro was getting paid millions to peddle I kind of gave up on the guy. But then that's whenever it started to fall apart. Candace Owens admits right here very publicly she wants the Qatari money. And I'm glad that she said that openly, because we all do YouTube, we all do social media with our own objectives, with our own goals. Hers is to make money. She's got a family to support. Why not, right? I mean, she married into a little bit of the Rothschild cash, or Rockefeller. You figure it out. It's one of those powerful families. I, for a long time, did not like Roseanne Barr. After she made this debacle and embarrassing singing of the national anthem, I lost all faith in her. Let's finish this clip here with Candace and Roseanne Barr, and we'll let you decide. And I don't know if you need to pick a side, but more importantly, it's not what they're saying, which is very important, but it's how two very strong conservative women are tearing each other apart. And they are ripping up and ripping apart many of their followers at the same time. This is a hot button item.
Okay. But anyways, I just want to show you guys everything is performative. Everything is fake and gay, you know, kind of a theme of the show. And Roseanne Barr, you are included in that because she does these things and she says stuff like that. And before it even airs, she always messages me and it's like, oh, just letting you know this is coming out. But like, I love you. And, I was just kind of like playing it up to the camera. She's done this like 3 times now. And it's just getting a little bit like, Roseanne, come on, man. Stop trying to create viral clips. Stop saying the stuff that you know isn't true. I'm not going to come at you hard because I just don't really care to. I also kind of respect my elders and I had a pleasant time with you. But I'm going to show you before this podcast even dropped because nothing is real.
She says nothing is real. Everything's performative. I think Candace is right here. And I will say Candace Owens is really good at, number 1, her research. Number 2, does she say things to get clicks? I'm going to go ahead and just put it out there. I think we all do. I think anyone in the social media platform says certain things to get clicks, says certain things to get people to watch our videos, make thumbnails a certain way. We want dramatic titles. We want that curiosity gap. And I believe Candace Owens probably does the same thing, or at least her editors or her thumbnail designers, whatever. We all do that. We know that. But she said something very performative. And I think here on YouTube, various social media platforms, you have to have some level of performative aspect if you want to grow, gain followers, gain traction. I think that is very real. At the end of all my videos, I say, hey, I got to go. I got to go to work. That's true. I do this on the side. I do it because I like it. I do it more importantly because it prevents me from sitting on my couch and yelling at my TV. Let's finish this clip here and keep that in the back of your mind. Is it all performative? Is it all for show? Let you decide.
Want you to know that nothing in Hollywood is real. Everyone's just playing a role. This is what she messaged me after she got off the podcast. She said, this is a private ex DM. She said, well, I did it again. This time I was super triggered and made a rather aggressive comment on a podcast about you. Yeah, rather aggressive. You threatened to punch me in the face, knock me the F out. And I'm like 9 months pregnant. It's not very nice. She said, it sounded very insane looking back at their edit, and I wanted to reach out and get ahead of it. Obviously, you and I have big disagreements, and I'm a crazy old Jewish lady, but I suspect that they're going to try to make it go viral to pump up their podcast, and hopefully you treat it as another big mouth Roseanne moment. But if you don't and want to argue about it publicly or whatever, that's your right, of course. With all that set aside, we really do need to figure out a way to keep the right from factioning. They, the elites, took down the left by getting them to have arguments internally, and they're doing it to us now. I feel it's a divide and conquer thing, and I hate myself that I got caught up in it at times. Why privately, though?
Why privately? Yeah, that's a good point. I believe Candace Owens makes a solid point there. Why would Roseanne come out and do this publicly, this viral engagement, this viral clip with, I'm going to knock her the F out, and then message Candace privately? That's a good question. I don't have to agree with Candace Owens on anything. That's my right. I think in the past, we have been told by certain people, more importantly, the Democrat and the Liberal Party, that we're not allowed to disagree. One of us is supposed to get offended and then cancel the other one. But the message that Roseanne sent to Candace was very, very relevant and very much on point. This is a way to faction the Republican Party, faction conservatives, and divide and conquer. And I think the Democrat Party is absolutely good at this. They are amazing at it. We're seeing it on a daily basis. There are other YouTube channels across the platform: Benny Johnson, Barry Cunningham, Lou, LV Nation. The list goes on. I'm just thinking of ones that I follow myself. Matt Morse, Liberal Hive Mind. I'm sure there's more that are many of your favorites that I don't mention, but I have about 60 YouTube channels that I follow for ideas, for keeping my opinions in check. More importantly, to not live in an echo chamber. You'd be surprised at the Democrat and liberal YouTube channels I subscribe to. But this is what's happening. We're being divided. Is Candace helping divide? I don't know. She's entitled to her opinion under the First Amendment. So is Roseanne Barr. And I think as long as we don't go after each other personally, if we go after ideas, if we go after ideology, and then we're able to sit back and have a real conversation, we can come to a lot more agreement than we don't have. I agree on so many levels with people that vote differently than I do. I really appreciate you tuning in this afternoon. Thank you for subscribing and liking this video. Take care. Veteran Bikers out.